What's the word, YouTube? You know what it is. Your boy Big Will. Back with another episode of Life After Prison. Let's get it started. So what's up, people? How you been? You know who it is. Big Will, of course. Life After Prison. It's a place where you come to keep it real. Learn the shit you don't know. Hear the shit you do know. Shit you might have heard about prison, shit that you didn't hear. If you're coming to this your first time here, like and subscribe, huh? But I do reaction videos to weird shit. I got a couple videos coming on these fucking rapists out here. Touching these kids. Can't believe it, man. But, this one here, this is, I went out to eat with my uncle. My uncle's 75 years old and he's blind. So I take him out to eat. Usually daily, I take him out to eat every other day. Take him out for a couple of hours. We have lunch. And, you know, I'll sit and talk with him. Just about old family time and shit. He's never done time. You know what I mean? He's all heard me before. Time runs big in my family, but that's like between me, my father, my brothers. Coming from my father's side, you know, none of my uncles have ever done time. Okay, one of them has. One of my uncles has. He was my celly, but he's a rat. He's no good, you know. But so I was asked by my uncle, "Hey, Will, it's the worst thing you ever seen in jail. It's the worst thing you ever saw when you was locked up." And I asked him, pertaining to what? Someone getting stabbed, someone's face getting sliced open, you know, seeing their meat hang out, shit like that. And he's like, anything, like what's... So I said, well, the worst thing I ever saw, keeping it on the level of not being hit with a weapon or anything like that, not fighting. The worst thing I ever saw in jail was this dude named Hector, who had gotten turned out by a booty bandit and liked it. I couldn't believe it. This dude went in, and he was a good kid. You know, he was a Spanish kid. He was a good kid. Now, you always hear shit about Spanish kids, right? And I've heard shit about Spanish. Oh, you know, oh, my girl says if I'm here, it's okay. If I'm gay for the stay and all this bullshit. And, you know my motto. If you're gay, you're gay. There ain't no gay for the stay and all that bullshit. That's bullshit. Okay? If you have pleasurable intercourse with a man once, you're gay. If it's forced on you, it's differently. But if you like it, if you do it voluntarily, you're gay. There is no I want to try it out shit. This ain't steak. This ain't food. Okay? It's not like you're trying a vegetable. You know if a man turns you on if you're a man. You know? Women play that role because men like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's real easy for a woman to swing both ways. And they do it because a lot of men think that two women together is sexy, right? So they play the game, right? But also women find other women to be attractive because they're beautiful beasts. But the idea of two men is just gross. That's so hard, right? They're so hard bodies. Even if they're not hard bodies, even if they're feminine, it's just two men don't go together. You know, God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. If that's your cup of tea, that's your thing. But what I'm trying to get at is this dude Hector went in and it was another Spanish guy. His name was Angel, and Angel was his female name. And that's what I knew him as. I didn't know his real name, to be honest with you. Okay, but Hector had a girl. Okay, Hector used to sit on the side of me, and his girl would come up with his kid, and you know, he had this family. He had a family, you know what I'm saying? But he had this double life, man, and you know, he would get on visits and he would rush back real quick, and his girl would be standing there like, you know, what's he fucking leaving so quick for and shit? And it was so he can get back and see Angel, you know. And it was odd. And my girl used to carpool up with his girl, you know, and she said all the time, you know, what's he rush back so quick for? Was he trying to get on the phone with somebody else before I get home and can call him, or he can call me? Blah blah blah. And my girl like, nah, that's crazy. And she asked me one day, she's like, babe, why does Hector run back so quick to get back to the unit? Like, what's the deal? And I'm like, listen, it's not my business, you know, but I'll tell you, he gets back there so he can fuck with Angel. And my wife's like, Angel, what, you got girls in your unit? You know, and I started laughing, and I mean, she said it sarcastically. She knew there was no girls in my unit, but didn't understand, you know, Angel. And I'm like, nah, it's a Spanish dude, but he goes by Angel, and he is, you know, he's gay, and that's his thing. He fucks with the boys, and him and Hector, they got something going. And Hector's really, like, into that. Hector was really feeling Angel. Like, that was his, I want to say bitch, if I could be blunt, but theoretically that was his dude. You know what I'm saying? And I had told him, I'm like, dude, like, that's a man. Like, that's a man. Like, what are you going to do when you get out? You know, and he's like, you know, I'm tired of my bitch anyways. And I'm like, dude, your girl brings you up money. She brings your son up here. Like, you got a family, dude. Like, you can't tell me, like, you're not going to tell me that you just met some boy toy in jail and became gay. You're not going to tell me this is your first time. And he swore up and down it was his first time ever being with a man. But he felt that Angel made him feel special. You know? Something that he had to do for his woman. He had to protect his woman. He had to show his woman love, right? And yeah, you had to, because you know what? You're in jail and she's got to come see you, and she's paying for you to call home, and she's putting money on your books. You're not doing nothing. You know, we're out there breaking crime. We're sitting in and we got women supporting us. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get a hustle in jail and you don't need the woman's support. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ways to hustle. I used to actually have a lot of money sent home because I was a hustler in jail. You know what I mean? I was a hustler from the streets, and because I went to jail, I wasn't stopping then. My thing was to stop when I get out of jail, stop all illegal shit. But when I went to jail, there was no sense in stopping at that point because I was already in jail, you know? So, but he's like, you know, Angel makes me feel special. And I'm like, special? Why? Because he sits with you at night and you're fondling, like, that's all the time you got here. That's all you got to do, dude. That's not special. That's like fucking weird shit, dude. Like, again, you know, if and like I said to him, again, dude, if you're gay, like, just be honest with me and be straight, you know. And he swore that up and down that he was never with another man before his encounter in prison, but he enjoyed it. Now, at the same time, he was the giver. Angel was the receiver. Okay? So, he never admitted to me of him actually giving Angel head. You know, like, I don't know if he went that far. I know Angel turned him on. I know, you know, Angel was the girl. He was the pitcher. Angel was the catcher. Had it ever changed? I don't know. And he didn't tell me. Okay? Because I would say, like, you know, a man's got a whole one thing is a shit only. It's not to have nothing inserted into it. That's not what it's made for. You know, even women have their anal hole is the shit. Now it's, you know, people have these desires and they have anal sex, and okay, it's still a man and a woman, but like a man's ass is only to be shit out of. It's not supposed to have an 8-inch cock stuck up your ass. It's not what it's about. But anyways, according to him, he was the giver, Angel was the receiver, but he liked Angel. He thought Angel was beautiful. I'm like, dude, when you get up close, you can see little chin whiskers and shit. Oh, look at the way he wears makeup. That's not makeup. That's Kool-Aid. Come on, you know this. You know, they do weird shit. They do something with the baby powder that, you know, they add some Kool-Aid into it so it mixes up and it's real fine, but it just adds a little color so they can blush on their cheeks. And like, come on, dude, that you know what it is. You know, don't play games. They put makeup on it and shit. They can't get makeup, you know. But that had to be the worst thing I ever seen, for the simple fact that I don't know how you can be turned out and say it's your first time and like it and go that way unless you've had desires or thoughts in your mind. What do you think? You think he's always liked men and was scared to come out of the closet? You think it was his first time? Or do you think because someone ever tried to turn me out in jail, whether it was forceful or hitting on me, they're going to sleep, right? I'm doing anything I can to fend off or hurt and maim this person. To turn around and accept it and like it, not acceptable. In my book, not acceptable. But let me know what you all think. You know, I can tell you other stories about people getting hurt. Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad, right? But to see someone get turned out, it's gross. It's sickening. It's unfathomable to me. You know, and oh my God, it's got to be the worst thing. But let me know what y'all think. You think that it's that easy just to flip from a man being a man that goes out with a woman and has children and family? Like, how do you grow up and tell your family that you're now gay because you were turned out in prison? How do you do that? You know, you didn't have time to build a relationship. You had time to build a companionship with somebody that's on the inside with you. You know, a devious person like you that had done some crime shit, some slime shit, some grime shit to be in jail with you. And that's the type of person that, why? Because you're both bonded because you're in prison. So that makes you think you're in love with this person. They have the same lifestyle as me. We can go hang out on the streets and be running partners together and still hold hands. Nah, that shit's gross, man. It's just gross. But let me know what you all think. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one. It's Big Will, Life After Prison. See you on the next one. Peace. Hey, yo, to all my real ones out there. My loyal ones, you know who you are. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for sticking with me. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.